Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. The leaks are in for Cornerstones team number 2, which is coming to FC26 tomorrow on Friday. And already, guys, it's looking like this could be a better team than team number 1. We're going to take a look at those leaks today, but not only the cards and packs, the SBC that is leaked looks pretty interesting, and evolutions. Guys, the leakers are saying that evolutions are going to take a much needed step upwards this weekend with Cornerstones team number 2. So we're going to talk about that and, of course, discuss the market and prices on this game that are still decently low, and a lot of prices fell even further yesterday after the big Hero Pack SBC was released. But today's Rivals rewards and what's going to happen with the market, we're going to discuss it and more in today's video. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Of course, as we start things off today, let's look back at yesterday's content on Wednesday, starting with the SBCs, where that's really the only content we had yesterday. 3 new SBCs. The first one is World Tour Jared Bowen. Now, before we even look at this card, what we have to mention is we, again, need a full English 11 for the end of season tournament live event thing that is going on in this game. So maybe this is a card that fits into that squad for you. Maybe it's worth you putting an 82 and an 84 rated squad into, but it also might not be worth it. Just at least make sure you have an English team and you're starting to form that as we head to the end of the season. 4-star, striker, right mid, right wing. He's got inside forward plus on the right side, which is good. He has some okay play styles, and his stats look decent. Great dribbling for sure. Shooting is solid. But the pace and the passing, especially the pace as a striker / right wing, is definitely a little bit low. But again, he is very cheap, only 19,000 coins to complete the 2 squads there. That is really easy, but since the card doesn't look that fantastic, it is downvoted. So if you're a West Ham fan, if you're English, get that one done, add it to the collection. But other than that, not the greatest card there. Now, to challenges we go for the Cornerstones Challenge 2 SBC. This one is a must complete, guys. It's very easy to do. You just put in, was it a maximum 3 players from the same country, minimum 5 countries in the squad, and a minimum 3 leagues, I believe. Really easy to get done with some gold commons from your club, and worth it because it is a premium Electrum Players Pack tradable. That is 6 golds, 6 silvers, 3 rare, and this SBC is one of the reasons why silvers are dropping on the market again. They're getting supplied even more because of another pack that gives tradable silvers, and there's another SBC from yesterday that gives silver tradables as well, and that is the Max 86 base hero upgrade. Guys, the big SBC of yesterday. I did it, okay? And I was hoping to do this for the price of about 60 to 75,000 coins. Well, fodder is up, and I think there's 2 very annoying requirements in this SBC that really was going to make me not do it, and then I got coerced into doing it through the Twitch chat, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. The Team of the Week requirement here is a little surprising for me. 85 rated squad with the Team of the Week, and I think a lot of us had to end up using 86s and 87s even in this squad, or maybe even an 88, because all the Team of the Weeks, or most of the Team of the Weeks that I had in my club that are in the game right now, are 80 to 81 rated. So unless you had an 83 or 84 or 85 Team of the Week that you had packed, this was a bit tough to do with just 85s because you needed a Team of the Week, and most of those are lower rated. Team of the Weeks did not go up on the market at all. They're still right around 10,000 coins, but what did is the higher rated fodder. Now, you also have an 86 rated squad that required 187s, and that is the fodder that really cooked yesterday, guys. 87s are now 10,000 coins per card, which is the max price range. This is why about a week ago when EA updated price ranges on the fodder, I was sitting there asking myself, why are they doing this? Because when an 87 on the market is what, 6,000 coins, and the max price is 10K, that does not give it much room to run, and that does not make sense to me why they're limiting these cards at 10,000 coins right now. Now, of course, this is having a lot of people making some profits, which is great. If you sold into the hype, don't regret it. You made a lot of coins. You still, you know, profited, right? You probably bought these for like 6,000 coins. You sold for over 7, maybe around 8K. These are going now for 10,000 coins because of that specific requirement. 88s are even up a little bit more as well. 86s are now approaching 7,000 coins. GG's if you bought fodder, whether you sold it right away after content or you're still waiting to sell it now. This SBC has a lot of hype and a lot of people are doing it, but I just think it ended up being a bit harder. And of course, if you take a look at the price, more expensive. It's 97,000 coins to get this SBC done, it's not originally the leaked 70,000 coins that it was. Fodder has increased in price a lot, which has made the price of this SBC go up. Is this good value? No, it is not. Guys, I packed Carragher from this yesterday, and the pack weight is really not good from these, which is what you expect, right? That's what you expect from these things. But now that the SBC is 97,000 coins, you technically, to break even, need to pack like a Park Ji-sung or above. And there's not that many cards in here that I saw packed yesterday at all. Like, very few people were getting one. We packed one Julie on stream yesterday. No Park Ji-sungs. None of these other cards here that were above that Julian value. But we saw a lot of Rosicky, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We saw Durkite. We saw Carragher, of course. That's who I got. Beasley, Nor, Aljaber. We saw all the lower tier cards. So you can chance this if you want to chance this. But this is not a great use of your coins or your fodder in the club. It just is fun, and it is a risk, and it is a gamble. But of course, that's part of the fun that we have in this game as well. And, you know, that's the chances and the risk that you do take some time. So fodder is a big GG's if you invested there and if you held strong. But also GG's if you bought some of the heroes, because Alawayron, he's rebounded. Gervinho was under 300. He's now 343. Even cards like Balm Pastor, Guti, Smolderek, Ledley King, they had some rebounds yesterday as well. And that was very, very nice to see. Now, I want to talk about team of the week before looking at the rest of the market. And the team of the week, guys, doesn't deserve too many words because it, quite frankly, is one of the worst team of the weeks of all time. But what it is also going to do is give us some nice investable fodder team of the weeks. 84 team of the weeks here that maybe don't look meta enough to use in teams. When these get to be 11,000 coins, 12,000 coins later on this week, these are going to be great investments for when we have more SBCs like a base hero pack that actually require a team of the week inside of them, because people will be buying those 84 rated informs more so than the 80s and 81s for the squad rating. So that's one thing to watch out for this weekend. Rafa, Schrader, Flama Benitez, and even Conrad Limer when he gets down in price a bit. Watch those cards. Koke too. When they get down to like 11, 12,000 coins, stock them in the club. Salamakers is 11K. Also is a decent looking card there. Probably the most interesting card of this team of the week would be Ismail Yassar for 41K. He's got a lot of pace on that card. 93 pace, 3-star skills, 2-star weak foot. Or Rose Lavelle. Rose Lavelle's card looks very good. USA links right there. I'm sure she's pretty sick in game 2. So not a very good team of the week. Stanway is interesting, but not a very good team of the week at all whatsoever compared to the first two that we have had. So that's the situation with the hero pack. But kind of talking off of that and going past that a little bit more, as I'm going to open a couple of packs really quick right here, just because I saw and I forgot that I have a couple from Rush objectives that I just finished. With the hero pack releasing yesterday, the market dropped even further because you had a lot of coins being drained, right? People are selling their cards right now from their club to go and afford the fodder, which is why fodder is going up, to go and do this hero pack SBC. Not only that, EA put a 50,000 coin pack back in the store right there. 50K packs tradable, 2 of them. They just came out yesterday. That was not there since Sunday. And that also gave a little bit of extra supply to the market. Not anything super crazy, not anything super wild, but a little bit of supply. And that is what made especially some of the lower tier cards drop. Ooh, that was decent. Joao Cancelo, that's an 84 rated card. I'll take that for playing some Rush games. Now, this Chiesa card is a perfect example of how the market moved yesterday. We, of course, talked on the video how there was going to be a lot of supply, or some supply in the lower tier at least, for the 2,000 FC points that EA gave out yesterday early. They didn't say a word about that, by the way. Their EAFC direct communication account didn't say a word, but it happened. And that happened, and these cards went down here, like this Chiesa went from 5K, 6K, all in under 3,600 coins. The low tier got packed a lot. Now, he did rebound back up a little bit, all the way to 4,500. But hero pack comes out, people sell cards, and 50K supply comes out. Boom! Back down to 3.1K. That's how a lot of the low tier on the market moved yesterday. A lot of prices dropped. Now, some of them are still potentially going to rebound today, but what I like more so is the cards we were talking about buying for teams. I still believe that the buying window might be open today before Division Rivals rewards for some of those players for our squads, like the Gyökeres, like the Pedri, like the Saliba. Some cards have already started to go back up a little bit in value. Salah is back up. He was 450,000 coins. He has gone up in value. And some of the middle tier has been actually very surprising to me how much it has gone up in price. Vitinha, he's gone up a little bit. That's the one that I bought as an investment. I don't know if Kimmich is in here, but Kimmich was a card that yesterday, with the supply of the 2,000 FC points, he went all the way down to like 23,000 coins. And then before the content drop in the hero pack happened, he went all the way to 31. I know he's an 89 rated card, but 24K to 31 is crazy. He went all the way back down to 26. Right now he's chilling at 27. That's a card that I do think could go up more today. I think it's a combination of him being higher rated, linking to Gretzka, and just being more rare because he's higher rated that made his card price rebound up that much. But even a card like Due went from 31,000 coins up to, I believe, 38 or 39. And now he's back down to 33. Yeah, 29K up to 38. What a rise. That was pre-content yesterday. But those are the types of cards that you want to be watching because those are the ones that have a lot of demand right now that could go back up today during division rivals. So if you still want to make some coins today, I think investing in those mid-tier meta and top-tier meta cards could bring you some coins. I'm doing some lazy listing right now with some Eos Perez. I bought these for 4.5K, selling them for about 500-600 coins more than what he sells for in the market, 1,000 coins overpriced for Javi Simons, and I still have the Gyökeres and I still have the Vitinha that are on my transfer list right now too. So I'm still believing in a nice market rise today after division rivals. If you're just doing it for the trade and for the short, quick flips, what I would tell you to do is probably sell today before marquee matchups. Of course, that's going to bring in some tradable supply that is going to make some prices specifically on the lower tier and lower rated cards drop a bit, but also some cards you probably could hold through after that because once again, this Friday, the first FUT champs of the year, and that's a big deal for buying teams. That's why I think we were really, really ahead of the curve by buying cards during the day yesterday, and hopefully what we see is a market that continues to rise into the weekend with a couple of dips here or there. But with rivals today, we hopefully see some more rises. Now, speaking of rises, if you got some coins or if you want one of these cards for your team, I think there's potential here because these cards are pretty rare, and you've already seen a couple of them already go up. Take a look at Wendy Renard, 150K. She was 130,000 coins. They're not going to get supplied that much at Division Rivals Rewards. This is the first promo team in packs that we will see get impacted by Rivals Rewards, but even the Team of the Week last week didn't move that much after Rivals because there wasn't much supply once again. So if you wanted to pick up somebody like Orsolini or Taliso or Yates, if they drop it all during Rivals, I would try to pick them up. A guy like Bruno, he was over 400K. He's back down right now. A couple of these cards I do believe could rise up in price this weekend as they go out of packs. Not all of these I think are great investments, especially with Team 2 of Cornerstones looking pretty good, but I do think that some of them could be solid for a pickup, especially if it's just for your team, not as much so for an investment. Now, let's take a look at the leaks, guys, because as we're expecting, I believe EA did this last Thursday as well. We're probably going to have a little teaser loading screen on the game for Cornerstones today. Last week, they teased a few of the cards like Cole Palmer. I think it was maybe Luis Diaz and Valverde on that little splash screen in the news tab. Expect that today in game. But we already had the leaks, guys, because we know how this works. Each week, Wednesday, Thursday, we get the leaks for the next team that is coming out into packs. But not only that, the SBCs and the evolution news as well as leaked this week, which is very, very interesting. And let's start with the team coming to packs, which, guys, just looking at the names right away, and especially the hype that we have on some of these players, I think Team 2 is automatically a step above team number 1. You've got Florian Wirtz, who's already been one of the most hyped center attacking mids, of course, with the transfer to Liverpool. His card price, as we've talked about, has been so stable. And now his gold's going to go out of packs, and this Cornerstones is going to come in here. First Liverpool Cornerstones card there. Claudia Pina, the number 1 most hyped card in the game right now. Her gold card is going out of packs. She's getting an item. Now, I will say these are not official stats, but Claudia Pina should be getting over 80 pace because her base gold does have 79. And of course, as you look at a lot of these cards that are being leaked for Team 2, their prices on their gold cards are up. Just kind of the same way things happened last week for Luis Diaz, Cole Palmer, and those other players. Their gold cards went out of packs. They went up in value. This is a good reminder as well for the gold versions. If you have a Cole Palmer, a Valverde, a Nico Williams, or a Luis Diaz, be very careful with those prices, especially for like a Cole Palmer and for a Di Lorenzo, the lower tier cards, not super low tier, Like Cole Palmer's not saying he's as low tier as Di Lorenzo in terms of an 83 rated base versus an 85. But just some of those cards, like not Valverde, Nico Williams, and probably just those two. Be careful with them because their gold cards are going to come back into packs and they should drop in price. However, this team has some big names in it, and some of those gold cards are very hyped right now, namely Wirtz, Claudia Pina, Trent with a card here for Madrid. Really interested to know how much pace they give his card, because that's the thing he needs, right? So maybe like Cole Palmer and Bruno last week, they'll give him a pace upgrade. Cristiano Ronaldo is getting his first promo card of the year. Just that top line alone, there's some big name players, but it gets better. Joao Neves. He looks like a solid card, right? A pace boost for him and some other stat boosts on his card. Again, we're probably looking at +1s and +2s for most of these cards in terms of stats because of the slower power curve, but that could be a really good item. Balde, who's one of the better left backs, at least under 20,000 coins in this game, he's getting a card. His gold card's like 12,000 coins, going up in value. Barca links there. Adeyemi, 96 pace, quick step plus, crazy fast. He's getting a card. Pickford's getting a card. Kefrem Turam, like, guys, the meta names that are in this team: Wirtz, Pina, Ronaldo, Neves, Balde, Adeyemi, Turam. Turam is crazy, dude. Turam's gold card I play against all the time, and he's so annoying. He's literally like a baby Vieira, man. He's so annoying to play against, and he's getting a promo card. Same thing with the Adeyemi again. Turland as well. She's had some pretty usable cards in the past 2 years as well. I think she had a team of the season moments in FC24 that was really good. This is looking like a solid team. Now, I know these are like the main players that are in the squad, but if I'm comparing this squad straight up to what we have in Team 1 right now, sure, we have Cole Palmer, Bruno, Reinders, Valverde, Nico Williams. There are some good names in this, but like, I'm comparing the middle tier of this Team 1 with Oyarzabal, Di Lorenzo, Mancini, and Orsolini, and I'm looking at Balde, Adeyemi, Pickford, Turam, Joao Neves, and Turland. W, man. Let me see the rest of this team to really make sure we can say Team 2 is better than Team 1, but this is looking really solid, and I'm kind of asking myself, do I want to save my packs today from Division Rivals rewards? I think my answer is no, though, because I want to rip packs right now for what is out, and then I'll get Rivals rewards next week to give myself a chance at the Team 2 cards. That's the personal way that I'm going to look at it. But if there's a player in this team that you would rather rather wait to take the chance at packing one of these over what's in packs right now, you could absolutely go ahead and do that. But that's a good-looking team, too. We'll have to wait and see what the official stats are, because these are not official stats. They're predicted. But that's a good-looking team, too, in terms of the names that are in. Now, I want to talk about Julian Alvarez for a quick second, because we've been mentioning him as a potential card because he didn't get in Team of the Week. It looks like he not only got snubbed from Team of the Week, I think he also is not in Cornerstones Team 2, unless these guys are leaving him out of his tweets. This guy said, from what I know, we should see an Alvarez promo soon. He did not confirm that it would be in Cornerstones, though. He said it could arrive in the next promo. That's a crazy, way ahead of time leak if it's the next promo after this. We're not even sure what it is. Is it Road to the Final? Is it Ratings Reload? I don't know. But Alvarez's price has been moving all over the place, and right now it does not look like he's in Cornerstones Team 2 unless somebody comes out and says today that he is. So be very careful with that card, but he deserves something for the crazy performances that he has had recently. Now, moving on from the players, we do have a couple of packs added to the code that I wanted to cover. This Sixth Sense pack, which is an 81 plus times 6, it mentions that it does not say untradeable, so it could be a store pack for tradable things. A Team of the Week 1 through 3 player pack, that's for our SBC that we have the Team of the Week upgrade. And then just some stuff for the store packs that are going to be in for Cornerstones Week 2. 25 rare golds, 2 83 pluses. 11 rare golds, 2 82 pluses. So, yeah, those are not good packs for us, but they're there and they're in the code, and we should mention them. Now, this is real good. David Hancko is getting a SBC for Cornerstones. This looks like a solid SBC card, guys. I haven't used Hancko, but the minute this was leaked, there were so many people saying, oh my goodness, he is so good as a cheap beast in this game. Also, I don't have a ton of Atletico Madrid links. However, once I saw his playstyles, I was like, I might make some room for him in my team and get myself some Atletico Madrid links. Anticipate Jockey, Long Ball, and Precision with Defender Plus on his 83 rated center back card. A lot of people are saying that with his playstyles and with his build, I believe he's 6'2" in game, he's very good. Imagine him getting 80 pace, a defensive and physical boost. If that SBC is well priced, we could have a really, really, really solid card here on our hands. And I think kind of like how we saw the Bayern links move up for Goretzka, you would see some Atletico Madrid links move up, namely Marcus Llorente. He would be one of the most hyped cards for this. Julian Alvarez, you could also say would be hyped as well. Oblak's already up because he's fodder, so I maybe stay away from that one. But if you plan to do that SBC, and if we see the leaked stats for this card in the next day and it's really good, keep an eye out for some of the Marcus Llorente cards. His inform is not up that much. It's up a little bit, and his gold card's up a little bit too. But off of this leak, he went from 60K up to 68, kind of came back down to 62, and is now like 65. But this is a card that is very pacey, can play multiple positions, and is a FIFA overpowered card always. So I think that's an item to be watching out for with this Hancko, which probably is going to be our SBC sometime between Friday and Sunday. So that's looking pretty good. Now, the last thing that we got to talk about that's looking very good is evolutions, guys. A new max 83 striker evolution is set to come to Ultimate Team soon. Stat boost, a new playstyle, and it gains the center attacking mid position, max 3 positions, max 5 base playstyles. And Foot Police is responding to a lot of people below this tweet up to who fits in the Evo. And we've kind of think, I kind of think at least, just from scrolling through a lot of these, we've figured out who kind of fits in this evolution. There looks to be a pace maximum of around 85 or 86, and also a pass maximum on this evolution. And maybe there's a pass maximum because it's actually going to give some good stat boost. Not only does Foot Police leak this, but Foot Agent says too, it's a big evolution. It's a stats upgrade and a rolls upgrade as well. As long as they're talking about the same Evo, which I would assume they are if he's also posting a max 83 striker. This Surge guy is in my team right now, and he's a beast, and he's probably who I'm going to put into this evolution. But not only this evolution has kind of been teased, there's multiple. Foot Police, in a random reply tweet yesterday, some guy said, please say there will be good Evos. He said there will be good Evos. So he's kind of doubling down here that this may not be the only good Evo. He didn't say Evo, he said Evos. This may not be the only good Evo that we have this weekend. So that gives me a little bit of hope for evolutions that have seemed kind of dry for sure over the first couple of weeks on this game since early access. I hope that we get some rise out of this. I just started the Strikers Rise Silver evolution and the Cover Athlete 30,000 coin Evo. That's been probably the best one we've had so far. That and Complete Connection. This one is expiring in 2 days. So that's another reason to get your coins ready, and another reason to be maybe just a little cautious on the market. If this Evo is very good and it does boost up a lot of stats on players and it does create good strikers, it could hurt some of the middle tier to low tier strikers in the game. Eki TK does not fit. I know it's a lot of the questions you guys may have. That was one of the first cards he was asked here. Ayos Perez does not fit as well. Let's see. Amora does not fit. Ekitike does not fit, Openda does not fit, and neither does Nicolas Pepe. They're all too pacey. It seems like there's an 85 pace max on this, or an 84 pace max, and then some sort of passing maximum as well for this evolution. So we'll be watching out for more news on evolution leaks, but just watch some of those strikers and watch some of those players on the market because that looks like it could be a solid Evo. We will just have to see how it ends up being released. So that's all the leaks for Cornerstones right now. There's probably going to be more today on Thursday. Now, speaking of Thursday, the last day of Cornerstones week number 1, we do have a couple of things that we need to look over. Really quick, our player SBC of the day is probably going to be Alyssa Thompson. 88 pace, 86 dribble. If she's cheap, that could be a nice card with Chelsea links, also USA links as well. But the other SBC that we're probably all going to be doing today is the 83 plus pack because it refreshes. Guys, once more, it's just an 81 rated squad. That'll be worth trying today. Either save that for tomorrow in the new team or rip it for one last chance at Team 1 that is leaving packs tomorrow there. Other than that, it's marquee matchups. I do not know what teams are in marquee matchups. I haven't even really looked at the fixtures for this upcoming weekend of games, to be completely honest, but that'll bring some tradable supply to the market. Probably silvers again as well will be dropping because of this, so you'll want to be a little bit careful with the silver cards that you have, and maybe you get on the market for silvers and you get some trades going in there, but that'll probably just be the content that we have today. Ooh, also in objectives, we'll get one Seasonal objective refreshing today. That'll be the weekly objectives. This refreshes today, so this is a little bit of SP. If you guys have been keeping track of this, or if you need to get it done, SP, of course, is an important chase at the moment. I'm behind. I'm only almost level 11. A lot of you guys are further on than that, but that's kind of the update for what content to expect today. So let me know in the comments, is Team 2 better than Team 1? Let me know how you guys feel, and are you going to save your packs? I don't feel like I'm going to save mine, but it does look like a pretty good team. I haven't even packed a single promo card from Cornerstones team number 1. I hope you guys do today. Good luck with your Rivals rewards. We'll be opening mine on stream today. I'll be watching the market and hopefully seeing some profits, guys. It's been TheFutAccountant. If you enjoyed this video, once again, drop a thumbs up on it. Subscribe if you're new, and comment down below any questions you have. And I will see you in a stream today on the Twitch, on the YouTube, right here. We will see you there around content time. Peace out.